because I knew there were things happening and I knew this person was in on it. So I forgot to mention his handle. He was obviously Jewish. I am surrounded by Mossad agents that literally are in with the music industry. I have all the evidence. But see, they're ripping my channel down. So I have my BitChute channel, which only has a fraction of my evidence. So anyway, this person goes by Goth God, right? So that was during the super chats where he was springing her tons and tons of money. Essentially, they're both participating in my being sex trafficked, and that is the absolute truth. Um, the only reason he would refer to himself that in the handle is because it was like I was saying before, this has to do with the eugenics project involving the Kalergi plan that ties in with Epstein, because that was actually what Epstein was all about. It was about laboratories that have to do with uh, genetics. And so it's the Genesis project that I tie into, and it has to do with the Basque genetics and royal bloodline, and the Jesus Christ Mary Magdalene thing ties in with that. And so anyway, the whole Goth God reference is actually a reference to Robert Smith because he's also in this project, and as I assume also was Roger Allen Painter Ross Williams. And so I wanted to go more in depth in terms of his murder, and I'm going to try not to get upset. Trust me when I tell you everything that I say is truth and how I know it. And I'm not an actress or an actor, though at this point in my life, I really don't know if I'm going to be taken out. I mean, I feel like I've been left here on purpose. It's as I've said, I'll leave links to I'm under heavy drone surveillance. It looks like some of them may have disappeared in terms of the stationary ones. I have mobile ones as well. It ties in with Plantier, and so when you see my blockchain link, I'm Larissa Blockchain. It all ties in. So I figure it's like I'm just gonna be balls to the wall about it because I have nothing to lose at this point, and it is true. Everything that I say is true. Um, Now in terms of Roger, it's a lot like a lot of these others. I wouldn't doubt they're doing this to Robert or have done this to him as well, because this is what they do to these men, because they're very young. They're conditioned into this for a very like birth. So, they were literally, we're the pigs or whatever. He's pig boy. So they were taking him for a ride. So, they gave him the band Christian Death. It's like I said, this is about the eugenics project, and that's what he's singing about. And so when you see, I'll leave the link again, like I did before, Angel's Cruciform, and he's singing about rubella. That's German measles because it's Germanic, European, disease, right? We're considered a disease is because we're linked into the eugenics project. And the weirdest thing about this is because we are in this Kalergi type plan and how they've altered all of our genetics this way through hive mind technology. I just the cover of the album, if you notice, it's men and they're nude. And I don't know what painting or whatever, I forget what you refer to those as, like a sketching. They're nude, kind of ass up type thing, not to be graphic or sick about it, because I'm appalled. I'm trying to figure out what this is about. And you'll notice there's a woman and it's Grecian looking and she's got her back turned and she's standing above them. It's all hive mind tech. It's all in reference to Queen of the Hive Mind and then her men beneath her. And then she has a main drone. It is the hive. My father was the actual beekeeper of the hive. Um, so in terms of Roger Allen Painter, I guess I could start more about how I came into this in high school. Like I said, I'm not going to get too in depth about it because it really isn't a card that I'm toting across because it's like I'm a Project Monarch. So my memories, what they refer to in the NWO as the manufactured memories, it's just that. It's everything that you thought about your life is not true. So Roger, there, all truths are untrue. My son actually quoted it on his last video. It's exactly that. And so anyway, when I was a kid, it's like I've said in past videos, I think it might have been my initial channel. I'm not sure. I've had like 4 or 5 of them at this point. So I uh got into this scene. It was all designed, because it's all about frequency. And so I was like the Depeche Mode nerd. It started out there. It's called the fast fashion for a reason. So, I went from there, and I sometimes now still listen to him a little bit, but I know what it's all about. So all songs, there's no such thing as underground music. It's all manufactured. And so on the West Coast, where I'm from, Southern California, now I'm over in Houston, Texas, but you had Cleopatra Records, and so it was more occult based, but really it's all occult. It really is. And it's Cleopatra. It's in reference to well, Cleopatra was Greek, right? Well, my name's Larissa, it's Greek. There's no accidents when we're talking about the Matrix. So, pardon me, my dog's drinking water, how it works. So, I, like I said, I was into Depeche Mode probably like eighth grade, okay? Like, the end of junior high. And then time progressed. It was all timed out on a clock, just as per design. So that it's the debt clock, the reserve. I'm the quantum reserve node. And so I'm being held a hostage in the blockchain as such, as a sex slave. Essentially, it's a chastity belt that I have to bear. So, I I clocked everything. Like I said, it's the debt clock, and we're on a clock. So there's no accidents in life, right? So not only do you have the Masons manufacturing your life in this system, you're also like some of us are more heavily programmed, and there's a series of bells. And what was interesting is after I'd mentioned that again a couple nights ago, just yesterday, uh, the White House had posted the ding on a phone and the flag real quick. And that was letting them know, like, we're in the next step of the process, for which I already knew. It's a flowers of doom all bloom, right? It's a process. Right now we're aligning with Easter, right? So it's all aligned on purpose. And so, like I said, my father was in all systems, and it just coincidentally his birthday lands on Easter Sunday this year. It's April 5th. And so Roger, he was suicided on April 1st, and there was the hangman's was a fool card next to him. It was on purpose. They were taking him for a ride the whole time. They planned on murdering him the whole time. Um, I'm convinced of it, and I'm gonna say why. I didn't say too much about it because it's just this level of exposure that I do because it's so bottomless. Um, so I was engineered, as I said, and I was conditioned into this scene. And so I started listening to The Cure, and it really was Robert's voice. It was very much like that. And it was like a very obsessive type thing where I would listen to them. And that was like my favorite band. It was first like Depeche Mode, and then it progressed into that, and then Depeche Mode. No offense to them, because I still love them. I listen to them all the time. It was just that my mind is programmed for that band. And so they also conditioned and groomed me for. So there was these twins, and it's a reference for twinning because it's in eugenics and epigenetics, right? And so they had these two girls that were twins, right? And so all of a sudden they would start wearing the Cure t-shirts and stuff like that, trying to condition and groom me. I was already listening to them at this point, but they just wanted to make sure to get this in my mind. It's like I said, this goth scene is not what you think. It is the music industry. There is no underground music. The underground scene is still mainstream. It is and is where it's making terms at this point. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know. Money talks. I'm trying to figure out why these young boys agreed to this. Like such a penny. I don't know because it's like I feel like they threw themselves under the bus in terms of embarrassing themselves, their sexuality, and everything. They exploited themselves and everything else. It just seems really strange because they're hitting notes. it was a similar type thing. And at first, what was really weird about it, because just prior to that, I think I was listening to Joy Division, and it was like a series of like I always loved Robert right from the beginning. It was always like that. These others, it was kind of like I had to keep like so I would listen to Joy Division. I actually checked that out at the library of all the weird things. And it was actually the cover of the tape, the cassette, that drew me into it. And then with Roger, it was the same type of thing, a conditioning thing where I'd see his face. I was already listening to him and stuff. I'm real heavy into both sides of the spectrum. I guess you could say the English, but the English side was always my most favorite in terms of general whole. And I liked death rock, which was more, of course, the occult. But it was Roger. I mean, he hated that, but whatever. Alright, so pause. Okay, so it was always like that with me. Like his voice grew on me. It was just like that. And I have some ideas, but any ideas is just I was always the alternative girl, like I said. I never identified with labels. Every friend that I ever had, anything else, I was always approached. It was certain things, because it's MK Ultra programming. You'll be handed certain items. You'll be informed of certain things. And because my memory, on memory, it really is like, it is this. It's a CPU. Because I have a PCI brain chip. This is what this amounts to in terms of the unit. So my memory is emotions attached to memories. And so for me, I was always extremely sad. My father would make jokes about I was always sad and crying when I was a kid. It was like it's the weirdest thing. There was always like this on-running theme song that would run in the background of my head, like the saddest like pop song or something. And it was like that because people say the most fucked up things to me, and I now realize it's because of how I'm in the system. And people were sent in to come after me. I had all kinds of things. Black people came to attack me. I had racist chola gangs. They were sent in because the teachers. It's like I messed up and said Angie because of the Angela thing. It's Allie Carter. Um, she had mentioned the Riverside school system participating, and yes, I am also a victim. I was in a sub area of Riverside. I think she was Moreno Valley, so it's kind of like I was closer to LA. Not that that makes a difference. It's just that I was probably over 20 miles probably from where she was. She's on the other end of Riverside County, we'll say in terms of the actual town, because Riverside's huge. It goes into the desert. So, the IE. So, anyway, it was like that. The teachers played a huge role in it. All my teachers, they would give me things. They were all Jew and Masons. So I was born on May 13th. So it ties in with Baal worship, and then of course you got the Mary Magdalene thing. 13, and then you go, 31, right? You know. So, I was, I was born, I think, on a full moon, but it was on a Thursday, and it was 1976, the bicentennial baby. There's no accidents in how I came along. I know that, and they plotted it out. Like I said, my middle name is Alice, and I was named after my great grandmother Alice, and it was all like premeditated. They knew
Alice
there
in
was gonna be an
Chains.
Alice that was gonna come
Off
along.
at the top of the brain.
Whatever.
This bitch
Hey,
is
Hadron
insane.
Collider.
What the fuck, I'm in my lane.
Neurolinguistic
Yo,
programming.
I don't give a
That's
fuck
how my
about
brain
shit.
is wired. My
I get
left
up
brain
on the
is
microphone to
up like
spit.
this. So all I
I
have to
passed
work
out
with
when
is my right
DJ
brain.
Stoller was about to
It's
cook.
emotion
I don't give a
and
fuck.
word
Bitch,
sound.
I'm a
Things
crook.
like that
Got
attached.
good sleep
I know this
last
is kind of
night.
long-winded,
Now
but
I'm
it's
about
like
to
there's no
go.
short way to
And
talk
maybe
about
right.
this.
Or I
Okay,
ignite
Roger.
the mic when I'm doing
So
right
I
now.
went to,
Then I'm on
as
my
I said
second account.
before,
Yeah.
I
And I
went
made
to
a
a show,
and
that was what they
and I
referred
made
to
a
as. I
guild
didn't
that we
say
can share
what
the
it
bank.
was or anything.
I
I
don't
should
give a
have. It's
fuck.
just that I
I can make a shank out of nothing, out of fucking air. Bitch, I'm about to pierce you like an air bender. Yeah. Shout out to Bender. He in a blender. Yeah. He getting.
So this is my Monarch program.
This is my Monarch program.
On purpose. It was
This is
like
my Monarch.
all
This is my Monarch.
this is the
I got a
little-
Monarch
my
butterfly.
project, my Monarch project. It's in reverse.
She's so
They knew this
hot.
girl was coming in, so they had to be this
I
kind of
cannot
Marilyn
fix her.
Monroe, Lilith type cross symbol here.
She looks like
Highlighting.
this chick I was hitting on when I worked at fucking she looks exactly like this chick I worked with at the thrift store. I was trying to hit on. I almost got in her pants. But that's not good. That's
So it
sinful.
was somewhere between January and so it's like between 94 and
I found my mic
98.
stand. I gotta fix it.
And so I was there.
Yeah.
You were there to see
Yeah. He wasn't there, I was there.
And,
He wasn't there, I was there.
I always wanted to go to see Christian Death since I was really young in high school, and I couldn't.
He wasn't there, I was there. This is the Dark Blade. Apparently you have to get a level 50 to get subclassing. Because I want the passive from this skill so you can run faster. Concealed weapon.
At the show, you know, it's real loud.
It'd be on my night blade.
I kind of have my little set of uniforms.
Bitch, I look like David
Back in the
Spade.
day, when you're a goth kid,
I got a spade.
alternative kid,
Club of Spades. I found a tarot card, threw that shit away. Cause I ain't get down with that divination. My Britain's facing are incriminating. Cause I'm too fucking deep. I'm too fucking good for any fucking beat. I don't even need a beat. I need some beats for my health. I'm about to juice, son. I'm about to flu, bun. Huh, hun? Yo, hun. Can you give me a dollar? Can you fucking on? Where the fucking beats at? DJ Stala got mad that I dropped out of the call cause I had to go to bed. Yeah. Then I got hit in the astral plane. Bitch, I rap and sing, then I pray today. I don't give a fuck a slay today. Like a straight grenade. I can make blech. You don't want me to write. Dark elf. So apparently every. Okay, I know the dark elf style because I'm a dark elf.
Directly in front of me, it was on.
Directly in front of me.
When you're an MK Ultra,
She needs to turn her fucking mic up, dude.
everything is staged out like I said.
Bro, what the fuck? I bought the dark
Jewish
elf
teacher
style.
gave me a series of bells, and it was on a pink
Wait.
ribbon because it's all about love.
Dark elf style? No, that's red guard. Okay, dark elf.
Oxytocin, right? So the bells, there were all these
Am I a
little
fake
ancient
dark
bells.
elf?
There's 5
Maybe fuck.
bells.
There we go.
Cowbell things. Cowbells. So she
Cowbell.
gave me that, right? I had another teacher give me a corn in the cob necklace. That was my first grade. You know, letting me know that it's the harvest and I'm
Bitch
being
talking about?
farm. And they're still doing this stuff. This type of thing. So this has always been an ongoing thing. All
I'm finna
my
check out her
friends-
bitch shoot.
All my friends were set in, manufactured all the way up into my adult life, just like my ex-husband.
This is the type of shit I fucking was thinking.
Like I said, there was a bunch
all my
of
friends
goth
were-
boys that sent into
Well,
place.
most of my friends came from Freemason families.
None were nice, none.
But I mean, it
They were all,
wasn't
like,
the reason I got
hypersexualized
sick
and
or anything.
strange.
That's how I used to
Like
think.
that. And,
Apparently, like, if the
prior to
shit's in
that,
my bank, I
had
can't
boys
use it, so I have to
sent
go,
in, it's like
like,
I said,
withdraw from the bank.
It was more than
Just
plain
does it
goth.
automatically.
And I know it was the Masons and it was
And
on purpose.
I don't
It was
have
in terms of
what-
hypersexualizing me because they had me in a Lilith
It's
project.
really grapes.
So they consider it sex magic. Basically, it rides on
Oh,
a
she
frequency
tripping.
in terms
Raw.
of sound. And so I'm being sexually abused all of the time.
Why do I have to
Being
get...
sexually harassed all the time. is like the worst form of sex trafficking. Like I can't.
I have to get Somerset DLC on this bitch.
It's not on the magnitude of these women, these girls that have literally been through it and they have to do it like that. I'm not at all trying to compare myself to that. That's awful. I actually have to.
Ta aspect room.
Mine is a little different and it's very, very
Ta.
because they're pushing these sounds and you sense them and it's disgusting. And then on top of that, they're sending men in to follow me.
Oh, I retrieved one Ta. 392 in bank.
Chasing me around, not recently, but now that I'm saying it, they're gonna do it.
Okay, I got it. Now what?
This is the way that it's been.
Craft sip of stamina.
White sex slave. That's what Epstein put out as sex slavery. And so with the Goyim girls, it's in the Talmud that we're all
three.
We're all sex slaves.
Okay.
So anyway, moving on from Roger.
I think when you start doing writs, you need to, I guess, have a rune on you.
Way
I don't
of
know.
letting me know when he stood in front of me. It was him letting me know because it's like, because you roll back in the past, it was designed to do that. So he was instructed to do this to me because they knew I was going to.
Hold on, we're reconnecting your channel.
And we were already all,
Probably
we were
lagging
all
out.
connected, and that's what
They
this
hit
is
my
about.
Wi-Fi, yo.
Because we're all hooked in with sound in our genetics.
They're hitting my Wi-Fi, yo.
Because we're all like, some of us are more closely related than others, and so naturally I would have been attracted.
Yeah, my cable lines weren't hooked up right. I need a, what's it called? Some kind of like dragon cutoff cap or something for the cable line. What's it? It's like essentially a splitter.
This was their way of letting me know they were going to murder him in 97.
Oh my god.
So it just so happened the day after he was suicided, we go into a store. It was a very well-known store from Southern California.
I need great preserves.
California in general, in terms of the goth scene, because this was, back then, this is how you would
What's
shop.
I doing?
So they would get in imports that would be from England and stuff, things from the UK. And so this was like the hot shit, because, clothes weren't cheap, and, back then, these clothes, it's like I said, you had to save up, and it was always, always, always about the shoes. Like, shoes were your staple, and they built up from there. And so, I went into this store, and so the day after, it's miraculous. They said, Roz Williams committed suicide. He was murdered, or not murdered, but he committed suicide. And I thought, that's the weirdest. Okay. And what was weird is that just prior to that, those few years there,
there's a grocer in here, right?
People were talking trash and smack about him. It was all deliberate. It was being set up. There was a guy named Tony that was my ex's friend there. And he just miraculously made it back into my ex's
hey, Chico, get the yellow, man.
Marriage blew up.
Chico, get the yellow, man. Hey.
He supposedly
You fucking with me, you fucking with the best, man.
He had a Zine.
So what you got? What you got, man? What you fucking got, man?
So,
Yeah, I
it's short from magazine.
Wait, it was Sorelli or something.
You have these, you had flyers and this, everything was on paper. So
Bro,
oh
my god.
And he came back. And
Great preserves.
He said, yeah, it's like Roz had garbage stapled to his jacket, and he was really high. And I'm like, I didn't think too much of it. I mean, I thought it was odd, but now, looking back on it. So,
I fucking love the community.
As this progressed, years later, my ex made it a point to take us to the Hollywood Forever
He's
Cemetery.
sending me some
His
grapes.
urn is on the second. I don't know why he decided to just all of a sudden, like I said, my ex was in on my project, so I don't know what the motive behind this was.
I'm gonna hook that boy up. Let me write his name down because
like 2 or 3 left.
I think I'm a new player and I want him to.
I mean, I'm not, but it's just. So, we went there, and then we directly, right after that, it's like, how does he know these things?
It's
so
really
then
great.
We went, because it's not too far away, we went to the Faces of Death,
Ah, man, you gotta
and he
fucking
had
loot
like a
him or
shrine
something.
in there, and I think he may have had. It's been a while. His ashes in there as well, but they made it a point. They
Said
were
he was gonna
literally
send him.
exploiting him.
Might
They
take a
wanted
minute.
people to know he was murdered. So it's like I said, the hangman is a fool card. It ties in like my father. That's what they do
Take a
to
minute.
people when they murder. They stick to
You take a
it.
picture of his name.
And so this is where things are going to get a little funny, a little sketchy, even more. So you have Eva O, Eva Ortiz. She gang stalked me. If you don't know what that is, well, basically she stalked me.
Evil C
She knew where I was.
001.
So
Don't seem so evil to me,
she
bro.
was married at some point, married to Roger. Now Roger's sexuality, they're all like that. I mean, it's just and I don't have a problem with that. It's just whatever, right? But he married her. This is how the story went. She used to have. Okay, so when the
Bro's
internet
trying
was
to
new,
not be evil. C10.
she
011.
had.
Damn,
This
she
is
got
back
a.
in her demons fall for an angel's kiss type, whatever.
She got some nice
Album.
tits. I
So
can
it had
tell.
blue clouds on it. And so back then you had to you didn't have all these links and things were, it was
Thank
very
you.
like JavaScript if that back then, okay? So you would have to scroll as you're reading it. So she had this long story where she admitted herself. I think at that point,
Count off how he got off.
there was already talk about this. Like I said, I'm gonna be 50 this year, so it's like you just.
She's gonna be 50? Ain't no way she's 50,
And
bro.
so, she.
Bro, Alice gonna be 50? What?
After, and she had it there. Chasing after Rich Ramirez. Now, if you know anything about MK Ultra, these psychopaths are manufactured by the CIA, just as they are. All ties in. It's all MK Ultra. And so, yeah, there's a lot more to this story. And this is going to come out. It's kind of like Charles Manson. He was involved. They yeah. I was over there.
Obviously, it's a lot of
I
makeup
used to be
covering it
parks.
up,
I was
but
over there near Spawn Ranch.
I don't care, bro.
So yeah, it's all set up. And that's what, I mean, if you listen
She
to
just
Manson,
needs
he's not an
someone to
idiot.
let her know
He's
that
telling you the truth. It's the
Jewish
same thing across the
Mossad
board.
agents are
Eileen
not
Wuornos, that's another one.
controlling her
Eileen
mind
Wuornos is the saddest one of them all.
with frequencies and shooting heart attack guns at her.
But anyway, so she went chasing up Rich Ramirez, and so the story goes
Richard Ramirez?
she got it.
Bro, we went from characters and
So Roger
Mossad.
was concerned. So
What
he
the fuck is going on?
went and made it a point and
Just jumping around too much.
and marry her to bring her back in. So
They got 240 space.
And so the story goes is that he married her. They weren't married very long.
Chromium plating, let's
And,
go.
they got divorced. And
Okay, we're at 240. Fun.
it's all real weird, And so I had read the Night
I'm gonna bless
Stalker
that guy
book.
for helping me out.
I don't remember who wrote it. And there, at the end, when it got to the court cases, it mentioned a mysterious woman that was sitting in wanted her for I think right away. I think they even said she had white hair.
Put them grapes away, yeah. Them grapes.
It was just, I forgot what tipped me off to make me realize it was her. It's been a hot minute, but it's been probably 30 years since I read that book. So there was that, right? So fast forward about 10, 15 years ago, somewhere between them. I was going to all kinds of
Okay, here we go.
I was a big clubber up until a few years ago when I realized that these people were being sent in. So the music industry is extremely fake and funny. A lot of their fan base is bottom shape. We're just like these shills playing into the golf scene, pushing the narrative. Hot shit subculture, which isn't a subculture, like I said. Fast people are a subculture and part of the Genesis Project, so you are very welcome to go look that up for yourself.
Oh yeah, the sushi I had, it was
this is where
just
things
straight
got
up
weird.
the
I
fish
had
and
to
the
go- I
rice,
went
just
to a
like
club
that
was
wrap.
local in Riverside.
That shit
So
looks
at
like a whole
this
fucking
point, just prior to
smorgasbord,
that,
bro.
Eva
It
was
looks like
running
something I'd make
this weird little
with like
nightclub. She did
ramen
it for a
and
few
cheese and
nights.
shit.
It was actually pretty cool, whatever. But I realized it's all in
That shit looks
terms of me.
absolutely
This is
fucking
what
fire.
this is about. So, she made it a point to come to this club. At this point, she was married
Where's
to a
that
man
from?
named Edward
Where did you get that
Borsheim.
from?
Now, Edward Borsheim was a white man, and his father, I believe, was also a musician, and he
Yeah.
was from, like, I want to say Denmark or something. So he's goy, totally white.
Goy.
Of course.
You're my goy toy.
His shit's in. So
I can't even hear
made a
it.
point to go to this club out of nowhere. And my ex, it was the weirdest thing. Again, it was like, here they are.
Turn your
And,
mic up.
So all of a sudden, my ex is like, I'm gonna go hang out with them, and I'm like, why? Okay, like I don't care.
Choir
about,
Rough
like,
Maple.
It's like, yep, there she is. And I already knew.
Choir Rough.
Like, if
Okay,
you've
sorry.
known how she's progressed as a person, she's not the type of person you just go up to. She's like, I'll cut you, bitch. Okay,
Search
she's shorter than me.
forested areas for maple.
I'm 5'3", she's like 5 foot. But I'm not kidding you, man. She's like
5'3", damn.
an evil picture of Gotcha.
She's 5 foot.
Okay?
Okay.
She'll cut you.
Damn.
It's like that.
Damn.
You know? She's got the occult up in that shit. So I'm just like, hey, I don't want any shit with her, whatever. But miraculously, her brother-in-law, Edwin's supposedly they didn't really look alike. So his, I think, younger brother just happened to look like Zim Zum from Marilyn Manson, which all ties in. He comes up to me, he's got the hair, and he's like trying to chat me up and offer me a drink. Granted, I have a husband, but he's like chatting up Eva and her dude, okay? But I'm like, no, that's alright, I'm good. This is back when I was like the one drink wonder. I'd have my drink, we're good, because I have to drive home, right? So, when this went down, after that, the club kind of, commenced closed.
Perfect row, let's
Closing,
go.
this local club, it's not even goth, it was like that bullshit noise that I don't care, BPM or like that garbage. So let it go. It was just an excuse to get dressed up because it really was like that. All I like to do is dance, which became more rare. It is deliberate. They would never play things I like. It was on the wrong frequency. And they would deliberately say
Deliberate.
They never would. Play whatever. And so this guy,
They're controlling the music,
like
y'all.
he was sore that I turned him away. So all of a sudden, I'm walking with my fake friend again, manufactured. This girl happens to be a Jew Catholic, and the Hodgkin twins actually exposed.
Early life.
Years later, I'm not even making this up. My life is so manufactured. She's a Mossad agent with Trump derangement syndrome. She had a whole video of the Hodgkin twins, like it was so over the top and ridiculous. They even exposed. She lives in like Orange County area of Southern California. It's so insane. So I was walking to her. She was like what I called my best friend.
Don't have any Denny.
So I was walking with her to my car, waiting for my ex-husband at the time. We're still married. I'm like, great, I guess, okay.
Receive
so
one
talking
time.
about him
I need
going
Denny.
over to Spawn Ranch, okay. Because like Edward Borsheim had a band called Kettle Cadaver, okay? And so not
some
my
Denny's.
band, right? It's like this weird, I forget what you call that kind of metal.
I need Denny's.
Stuff, right? And it was the weirdest thing because just prior to this, at that nightclub thing she was running, he would gush over her. Like he was like fangirling over her. Like he just like, it was like that. It was really strange. And like she played handler to him. And so it's very obvious now when you look back on it. So she,
Denny.
all of a sudden I'm walking back to my car. I hear this click, 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 click. She's got her boots on. She's wearing a literal flipping cloak, a black cloak, okay? With a hood.
Yep.
And, she's cholita. So she's like running after me, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die. Eva O is running after me. What is this? At that time, I was just this cute little still young. I was in my early 30s, man. I was like, all, I think I had little pigtails and shit like that. So stupid. And like she's running up to me, and I'm like, oh dear God, what is this? So she comes up, and all of a sudden she's like, hey, honey. So she gives me a hug, and she doesn't have a bra on. This is an intimidation tactic. This is what I'm getting at. Okay? It really is, because it's to roll back on, so I know that they were all involved in this. I have no doubt.
Okay, come on,
So
man.
when
Give me
you're
a
my
Denny
age,
room.
You know the story.
I'm gonna have to write it
And
down and
so
send
there's
it.
this big fake riff of a back and forth
Denny.
about who gets Christian death. Is it going to be Valor Ken, or is it going to be Roz Williams? Well, it was more like a big joke where they planned on murdering
Denny.
her.
Oh, come on, man, bro. What's 50 Denny?
No doubt. So this,
Denny, fucking bitch.
she came up to me, and it was the weirdest thing because I thought they were trying to convince my ex-husband to go back to Cadaver Ranch over at Beaumont where they lived at the time. And so I'm sitting here like, wow, okay. So I think at that point I got in my car and I sat there with this friend. Her name was Jen, the Jew. Jen the Jew.
The Jew.
Of course she is. So
of course.
I'm sitting in there and I'm telling her in the car, like, oh dear God, my ex is going to Spawn Ranch and it's over, I guess. Okay, well, what do I do, right? We really were having a conversation like this. So, he, finally,
52.
this
50 Denny, I have money.
He gave my ex-husband like a DVD, I think, of his videos that he made. I think it was over at his place. He seemed like an alright guy, I mean, at the end of the day, but their gang stuff, like, it's literally set up this way. And then, interesting enough, he was suicided.
Wow.
Not too long later.
Yep.
Edward Morsheim. Boy. Yeah.
Boy.
This is what they're doing. Absolutely what they're doing. So prior to that,
I like how she tries to look as white as possible.
It's a project. It's called the God Module Project, and they have me in this project.
She tries so hard to look super white.
6.
All that fucking makeup.
7. So of course, human, Jesus.
Oh, come on, bro.
And then you have Satan. So they had Roger playing the Satan in the game. It was deliberately staged out this way. Like I said, this is going to come to a head. I may not live through this. But anyone that is in this music industry, and if you're like happen to be this goth, you're gonna know that this girl right here,
super stamina, big.
It's about the enslavement of my family and a bloodline. They have me in particular, my family, my father. They had enslaved us to the blockchain, and this was what this was about.
Oh my God.
And no one was gonna
Cornflower.
I had to find my blockchain and expose tons and tons of area.
Cornflower.
Where I'm being threatened. My life is being threatened.
Yeah, it's in my guild, man.
My father. So with this God Module project, because you have the band called that too. Well, it's all on purpose. Like I said, all music interconnects. Okay.
I'm gonna go get
so
rough maple.
He's telling you the story because it rolls back in reverse. It's a program. And then Robert's side, it plays in as well.
It should tell me.
To look at it as less bad. I don't know.
I don't know why it doesn't have the quest where it just go get rough maple.
Do I hate him or Roger? No, I don't. I can't. We're all linked into this.
Fuck out.
Nobody's.
Oh my God.
I guess I hate them because they've allowed me to sit here like this. Everyone, including Trump. It's like,
oh yeah, every note is fucking gone.
This, and it's obvious that I have a lot of shit going on. Things are happening to me. So, with this God Module project, you have Satan, and then you have Robert that plays the God to Jesus in a game, and then I'm the Mary. They call me the Mary. They also refer to him as Archangel Michael.
I have to go somewhere else.
So with me, it's like all the Marys in the game, Mary Magdalene and Mary Holy Mother, because it's the Center Saint program. We're all on it, all 3 of us. And so they moved. This is my thoughts behind this. Well, I know it's this. So So because Roger didn't want to play along with this game, or they just didn't want him to do it, they went ahead and
I've never
started
actually
moving.
listened to her videos,
I think they
but
always
this is
planned
like
it
pure
this way. See,
schizophrenia.
and this is the reckoning that, and I know
It's
he's
like
probably
actually
known
sad.
this for a while. I don't
I thought she
know.
was faking it until like the
Reckoning
Geico
that,
calling.
Brian Warner has to be,
The
because he's in the
Geico
records
phone
too.
call,
And so
where she
it's
just
like,
straight up called like
so
every
it's like, do I hate him? No, I don't
worker
hate
there,
him. But
Mossad
see,
agent, and like asked them their last name.
I was stalked. I should. So it was all part of the program and how this was set up. It was like just a quinky dink, and my ex-husband would know where all of them were going to be, and it was just very strange like that. And so with this God module project, it's like, because it's all on frequency, and so it's like a game where you're supposed to find God's voice, okay? And it's supposed to like bring you up from, because it's 5, 4, 5, right? 4s are the boys. And so the girls, this little girl, she fell, okay? So the story goes like this, I guess. So my father was neuro-connected, and there were this too. And so my father, I fell from grace from 5 to 4 with these dudes.
5'4". These fucking numbers.
No, I'm not like that. It's more to do with frequency. So, you know, I just did.
I used to think like this.
You know,
I still think to this, to an extent, but not like
so they
this bad.
harvested my ovary at some point in my life.
Yo.
I'm thinking it's when I had a hysterectomy, but it could have been when I had a C-section for my son. So they timed it out in quantum.
There we go. 4.
Person I'm connected to directly because we're neurally, whatever. And that's the voice I'm always searching for subversively through music, guitars, and things.
Come on,
the
bruh.
bass guitars, and I want
4.
always like my ears always trying to find him in some way because it's a game.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Watch The Matrix, Neo and Trinity. If you know what they look alike, it's the twin towers. You notice Neo turns into the blonde, Marilyn Monroe, because she's in the red dress. It's all part of the project. You see these girls, the blonde hair, the women shaking around on the stage. Like I said, it's all part of the project. It's all part of the God Module project. And so it's a level of, and you're like, well, why would this be going on? It's because it's the debt clock and the reserve system. And we're all tied into it. We're all in the blockchain. We're like literally slaves. And so some of us, our genetics have been void of bloodlines or bloodline or whatever. We've all been tied
So
together.
lots of thieves
so
here.
like
I forgot this is a big thieving area.
Some of us like to hear others more than
There we go, Maple. Should I have enough right here?
It really is that second support.
Bing, 10.
So, you know.
Talk to Miller's. Talk to Miller's Light.
So, there was other things too. So when this all went down, because Valor was married, I don't think he is anymore, to Gatan Damone. That was another one. Like my ex just in later years, 7, 8 years ago.
Oh my
out in the middle of the desert. She's gonna be there, and then the same thing with this club that's local to me. Another club that's local to me. Nobody would show up.
Yeah, you on that
I'm gonna be there. It was like that, and so I had
yeah, fucking Jew shit.
Face on Christian Death. He was there trying to chat me up. I was
scared of the tall as shit. Whoa.
So I just kind of like crossed my eyes.
I mean, new
like,
freestyle.
it was all like this because they wanted me to know that Roger was murdered.
Yeah, a couple pieces, but I put everything
And you're
away.
going to hear this here from me first. It's like I said, I have nothing to lose. They want me to know. So they fly airplanes. Recently, they flew an airplane over my house. It said Eva Air. Because they know it's like they upset and I cried about
really
it.
fucking dope beats.
I have all kinds. I used to post it all the time, but now I just keep it on Twitter because it's easier to just. So I have like CIA, NASA, because NASA's tied into what this is, because it's NASA space or maybe whatever house. Everyone flies over the house, and like I said, so my father was in the military, and if you notice, these men have leads to the military. Boys, once boys, now men.
Boys.
It's like their own family, military brats, right? Same me, or you know, they get into it, whatever. Well, me, I was kind of like. I'm like like this generational military brat. So like, I was raised by a veteran. Grandfather was a veteran. Grandfather was a veteran. So
Yeah, let me extract a beat and I'll mail it to you, and then just play your verse and send it to me. Send me the verse, the stems, or whatever you want to do. Just so that it matches to the beat. Like you can send me both the stems. If you're gonna stack, whatever, don't matter. But then I'll go off of what you're at.
Music industry, they're gonna try to dispute this. Welcome to Google. Release the Alice Slade. You'll see my blockchain. Say release blockchain. Look up release the Alice.
But I'll send it here in 3 minutes.
You're gonna see some of it's like it just totally goes in the description there. Like it's all right there. You're welcome to search in YouTube for Alice Dark 5. See Alice, any of that. Music industry, and they're speaking code, right? Character. Pedophile links that are linked in with that. They are. They are in the music industry, and they are outside anything of a Jew. That means they are Jews. And you're welcome to do that.
I might also chop the beat up later on when I'm done recording.
In a courtroom, but they're very quiet about it because they don't want this to get out. Like I said, this is NASA shit, and it ties in with CERN. And then, funny thing. And so, it's like, it's my father set this up. So when they came up with this, the entire fucking economy was I'm a
Damn, she fucking yo, she look like Michael Jackson, yo.
My YouTube channels, which is my main account.
Alright, about to say.
These trolls and things like that, and my evidence was very, very incriminating. So, like I said, every so often I make these videos. I would
J. Crow in Beats.
Like that.
Audacity Beats.
To update people.
Mute.
Collabs. As to what was going on. Honestly, I really
Mute.
needed
Collab. Save. Render.
At the same time, I was bored, and it says I've said many times, I've been completely isolated from this.
Render.
It's just strange for my family.
So like, there's two switch ups, then like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, like 16 bars. That would be 16 bars, 16 bars. I think so.
My son is saying, and it's like he's parroting back mine and my father's program.
Okay, open a second window.
He doesn't even realize that he is in the matrix with all
Who's this window?
I
need a damn.
Who he is.
They took my fucking mouse pad, fucking Corsair mouse pad. Come on, bro.
You want to call it neural connected to someone else. Back to the matter. I presented all my evidence, and so I have dealt with so many of these fakes and
Oh, it's
things,
weight.
and they are involved
Didn't-
in my MK Ultra projects, and they tie into child sex trafficking. I mean, I would love it if Liz Crokin, you know, Pizzagate exposure, I would love it if she would contact me. But see, everything's all hearsay now, you know, everything's plausible deniability until somebody steps the fuck up.
Shending beat.
It's, that's
Beat,
what's
how it's
happening.
been
I mean,
shed.
I know this is what's
Look how white this
happening
bitch
to me.
is.
Shending beat.
Yeah, I've dealt with so much of this, and I've posted to some other targeted people, especially the women, and I think they get it, they understand it. And there's one Lisa Junker that I know on Twitter that I follow. Hi, if you're watching them. She also has drones, so it's like, you know, I have
You can
drones,
try
and so I actually
recording
have,
it once,
another
and then
person who's a
like
man. I
record
won't
your
say
verse
the name 'cause
once,
I'm not
and then record it again.
or
Just record it again and send me the whole
because
fucking
this is
thing.
a-
And then I'll just cut out parts that I'll just stack it myself and use Vocaline to get the stacks perfectly aligned and manually get them. Like I've cut different parts. Just record your verse twice.
And I
if you
have
want.
it bottled up.
Fuck it.
And it is part, I've always been a researcher, and I actually had thought that I was extremely autistic. And I now realize, I checked all the boxes. I went through some years ago.
Yeah, word.
autism.
Oh, it's all good.
England's
I might go in my
like
attic
back
and
then it was on top of it,
record.
right? On top of it.
Mostly freestyle. I just want to freestyle now.
I checked, I ticked all the boxes, all the way down. Yep, that's me, yep, that's me, yep, that's me. And then I started to think, you know, this is MK Ultra, this is CERN, this is what the hell's happening. It's heavy metals, they're in these vaccines, and some of these children are sensitive to it, so they become immune from what this is, because they're locked up in their head. I mean, it just makes sense, you know, when you add it all together, the sway technology and all that. Sway technology is such a perfect example is bipolar.
Yeah, I don't know how to stack
Going,
much.
it's a pendulum swing from one direction to the next, you know, you're doing this continuously, right?
There should be a
Yeah, I mean, my
option to
project
overdub.
is sway
Like to
technology
start a
and how
new
I
track
evidently
line
linked into
and
this other
then just
person
record
in terms of their
over.
quantum switch.
your-
Don't ask me what the hell is the make of that. Like I said, I've been sold off to China, and I know Amy. I don't know if that's her real name. Sorry if you are watching, but I don't even think she thinks I'm real. I think she may, but she's afraid to say anything. She's extremely informative, and she studies the frequency with the drones, and she offered to do that for me for a little. I just haven't gotten around.
I got reason.
It's exhausting keeping up with this stuff. I haven't gotten around to recording
When I
or
figured that would
packaging them
happen,
up.
I put
And,
two
you know,
audio
she's
files
not
and then I
anything
put
at all,
one
but
louder
it's still
than the
a
other,
charge
and I
nonetheless.
thought that
It's
would
not that I think
work. But for some
actually
reason
it's
it
just
doesn't.
extremely reasonable for her.
So
knowledge, 'cause she's
the thing with
extremely
stacking is you
knowledgeable
can't
about
usually
frequency. I don't
use
know
the same
shit, okay? And it's all
recording because
liberating.
it's just the
I'm
same.
locked
Like
up,
when you
and I now
stack,
realize
you're
that it's
you're
this. It's
inflecting
how I'm
differently.
linked in, I guess,
Your
with this
inflection
other
is
person.
different.
All
Your
I've
sound is
done
different.
hear
Everything's
them
different.
Since
But
I was born, and so I'm literally distracted.
Because when I
And so
figured
my
that would
project,
happen, like I
it's a
put two
love
audio files
program,
and then I
and if you
put
follow
one
me for a
louder
while,
than it, and I thought that
and
would
I've explained
work.
it,
But for
there's
some
no
reason
love
it
involved at all. That's what this
I have no
means.
idea. Well, I mean, what's it
So all
called?
the music
Can't really
industry,
be in my
because the
computer
person
right
is in the
now.
music industry.
Fucking really fake.
The fingers of it
But I
or
will
anything
check
like
it
that.
out.
It's just that everyone had played into this, so it's very hard to be for me to like think
But I
like,
did get it, and I will.
what is this? Why is everyone carrying on like this? It's extremely alarming that this has happened, and everyone kept carrying on and keeps carrying on with it. I'm not kidding you when I tell you that everyone in the music industry, in the movies, they all interconnect, and they're parroting back my program and how I'm linked into this other person. We're of a royal bloodline, I gather. I already knew that I was, but I forgot about it. I did not, it's not something I grew up with thinking I'm hoity-toity or any of that. I just thought, my father had informed me that we were descendants of Mary
Deconstruct.
Queen of Scots. So I didn't think
It's so
anything
annoying.
of it. I literally, it was out of sight, out of mind. It didn't even register with me as a kid. And so when this all came to surface and I started realizing that I'm an MK Ultra victim, and then I heard this person's voice
Acquire 10 Jews.
overtly,
Shoot.
and that's how it was. It's all timed out because CERN is a clock. It's an actual clock. It's a nuclear clock.
She's starting to give
So
me a panic
myself
attack.
and this other person are nuclear. It's nuclear fusion. Spooky. From a spooky.
It's not.
action
It's
from
not
a
nuclear
distance.
fusion.
It's literally about two people in quantum computing. I'm guessing this person's like NASA, like IBM side, his program, and I'm in CERN, but we're
She
connected
has no idea
together.
what the fuck she's
And
talking
so CERN
about.
is really evil, and so
CERN is a
this opposing
geomantic
side where Elon
divination
ties
device
in, they want to
tied to quantum computing.
go from so below to as above. But anyway.
But it's not
And
connecting
you'll
you,
notice I just
son.
bounce
It's not
back and
connecting
forth
you to
all
nothing.
the time because
It's not
like
altering
this for me.
timelines.
I have this
They're trying to
it's
open a
hard.
portal. That's
I
it.
get carried away describing it. It's
And
really
study
hard for
exotic
people.
particles in order to open portals.
I got a jet flying over.
In order to advance
normal.
technology.
But anyway,
But it is
it's
a
really
giant
hard for
geomantic
me to stay
divinatory
on topic. It's like it doesn't seem
device.
like it's on topic to anyone else.
Alright, fuck this
outside
bitch.
People, but I can
Let's
assure
listen to
you
Nancy
it all.
Patch.
It's just that everything
Fuck you.
is
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
It's,
fuck you,
a
fuck
rabbit
you.
hole, like a spider web rabbit hole. It goes
Sir
everywhere.
Nancy Patch.
Everything in
all
our
or
lives
nothing.
is
What's his? I
controlled.
like his
And it's, as I've said
political
before, I'm
takes.
the
He
Alice
does
in
the
CERN,
pulse.
evidently, and
Pretty good, pretty
my
good.
name is Larissa Alice Lay.
Let's see what he says on this recent.
In Iran has been struck by Israel and the United States. The result and response by Iran has been to strike Qatar, and you've probably already heard of that as well. But here's the background. Here are the points that perhaps has not come across your desk or across your news feeds at this point.
Yeah, he's in his 70s.
Iran has made it very clear that not only Qatar, but Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and eventually, in short order, the entire Gulf state, Persian Gulf region of Western,
Bro, I gotta get more
Middle
Jews.
East,
I ain't got enough Jews.
including Israel,
Come on, bro.
and all installations in
I got
Israel
16
and in the
Jews.
Persian
What you
Gulf,
talking about?
and perhaps extending
Bro.
into Syria and Iraq. All U.S. military bases and facilities
I got
will
you.
be struck.
I got Jews.
The way this has been characterized by Iranian officials is that this is now full-scale war.
There we go.
With the attack on
Have
their
Jude.
largest natural gas deposit by the U.S. and Israel, Iran has declared that this has crossed the final red line, that they will now fully retaliate against Israel, the U.S., and the Gulf states. The obvious implications are that all of this infrastructure, including Iranian infrastructure, which will continue to be struck by the U.S. and Israel, is slated for complete destruction. Up to this point, for the U.S., it's been in the Gulf states, it's been U.S. bases in the Gulf state region.
You just need to make
There
the
have
crap
been
bag
some-
free, bro.
Attacks on Gulf state infrastructure.
Real talk.
Now what remains will be destroyed, according to Iranian officials.
What elf?
There are early indications
You got no fucking
that
space.
in Southeast Asia and areas like that, that oil has now increased to $150 a barrel, that perhaps by tomorrow oil in those areas will go to $200 a barrel. For the remaining deposits around the world, like Brent, North Sea deposits, the West Texas Intermediate and so forth, likewise will, I think, in my estimation, rise to at least $150 by tomorrow, and perhaps by the end of the day or the following day it may be $200 a barrel. I only issue that as information. It's not meant to instill fear, but for you to make your prudent preparations, to take into account the news, and prepare for significant near-term and perhaps long-lasting rapid increases in inflation. Not just gasoline and natural gas, but of course that affects everything. Diesel and gasoline at the pump, prices are going to begin to skyrocket, and the price of everything else will follow suit. I think most of us have been expecting that events would reach a peak, a zenith. We are rapidly approaching that peak. The red line has been crossed by Israel and the United States from the perspective of the Iranian government. But in addition to adding the Gulf state targets that I just listed, which essentially is going to be all of the Gulf states, from Kuwait all the way to Oman, this effectively does shut down the Strait of Hormuz. And I want to offer a little bit different perspective on the shutting down, because
Perfect row.
yesterday there was a Pakistani
Got ethereal dust earlier.
oil cargo ship, a VLCC, that was allowed by Iran to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. There have been other ships that have been able to migrate their way under the cover of darkness, so to speak, out. But essentially, the Strait of Hormuz, as you're well aware, effectively has been shut down since the 28th of February. Now, it is not only shut down to any other shadow fleet traffic and the like, but what I would offer to you is that the actions of the US and Israel and the actions of Iran itself has effectively shut down the use of the Strait of Hormuz for Iran itself. By attacking the Gulf states, the limited military capabilities of those sovereign states, bolstered to a certain extent by US military capability, even with the damage that's been done to the US military bases in the Gulf states. The US still has a presence, and outside the Strait of Hormuz, we still have a presence. Thus, what I expect is that the West effectively will serve notice to Iran that even Iranian
I could probably do it myself because I never really
capable shipping
I don't know how I did it before, but
and shipping authorized by Iran
audio or whatever
will not be allowed by the West to transit in or out of the Strait of Hormuz, in or out of the Persian Gulf. This greatly escalates from the perspective of the insurance carriers for maritime insurance.
Here's like a guide to do it in
Escalates the
reason.
criticality
Here's
of
what I
the
do. Not,
situation
right? I
in the
think
Persian
probably
Gulf
already showed
with
you how I do
respect
it
to
in
shipping.
Odyssey.
And any premiums for wartime
But yeah, you need multiple tracks.
coverage, premiums for insurance during a time of war, effectively
Click
now is not
dub on
obtainable
transport
at any price.
button or panel.
I'm expecting an announcement from the insurance carriers, Lloyd's of London, etc., announcing that effectively
I just
there are
fucking
no insurance policies available to those cargo ships. So from an insurance standpoint, from a military standpoint, obviously from a war footing, a full wartime footing, as declared by Iranian officials. This shuts
here's what
down
I do to dub vocals.
the gas and natural gas
dub
and
vocals is
oil,
enabled, I
petroleum
think, somewhere
products
in here. Transport.
being shipped.
Maybe
But what needs to
transport,
really be understood is,
No,
as
that's
these coming
right here.
attacks
Add stereo
unfold
track, add stereo
over
track,
tonight and
and
into
then
tomorrow,
record your first shit.
there is no
Hey yo,
ability
we up in this bitch rapping when I'm
to
fucking
extract,
talking. Then you
refine,
just go down to this
and
other
transport natural gas
one.
and oil out of the Persian Gulf.
Rapping.
Even the pipeline in Saudi Arabia will be shut down because their refining facility and pumping facilities are on the target list for Iran to strike. There was some limitation of strikes by Iran on the Gulf states. They were principally targeting U.S. military facilities.
I mean, yeah,
There was some damage done to port facilities and refineries, but now Iran is declaring a full war on all of those military sites, sovereign state military and foreign sovereign state military facilities, and the
What is
civilian
shaking, bro? Like
energy
Anthony Patch is shaking
Production.
my shit.
facilities in the Gulf states are all slated by their own declaration, slated for destruction by Iran. The broader picture on this is the global economy now is poised within
Acquire Raju.
perhaps a matter of days,
I can get it from the bank.
poised for total collapse. Hyperinflation,
go.
as I mentioned,
Guild Bank.
will occur
Wait. Yeah.
as soon as these attacks
Shoot.
ensue in the Persian Gulf. The energy markets will
200.
respond immediately.
Bing bang boom, we got it.
With the energy prices escalating,
Acquire Raju. Now it's saying I don't.
commodities
Oh, Raju.
and transportation,
Damn
and
it.
so forth, around the world are
Bro.
all going to increase in price.
Raju.
Because now there's no prospect
Raju.
in the near future to replace those natural gas and oil supplies,
Fuck.
except those that are originating out of Russia.
Go. Get some juice.
Now, Russia has been enjoying
Sorry,
since the
Oregon.
28th of February, the outbreak of hostilities has been
People are
enjoying
running
a rapid increase, a windfall in
things.
the price that they can command for the oil and natural gas that they are providing to the world.
Oregon
Obviously, this is being produced and refined and transported independent of what is going on in the Persian Gulf. Be mindful of the geography, okay? Russia operates completely independent of this conflict that is taking place between the Gulf states, including Israel and the United States, against Iran. The prices that Russia can now command, if it wasn't bad before, between $80 and $100 a barrel, where they had been selling at 23 to 25 prior to the outbreak of hostilities, they can charge $200 a barrel for oil if they want to. They can name their price.
Oh my god.
So there will be an availability, if you will. That's the good news. But the availability, supply and demand, comes at a
Stay away
price.
from my jute.
This is where, again,
Get out
I'll
of my
emphasize
juke, bro.
prudent preparation
They
for you and
taking
your
all my
families for these increases in price.
Oh, come on, man. Alright, here's one.
The availability for
Get outta
the
here, bro.
average citizen in any country
3.
for gasoline is going to be little to nothing in terms of availability.
Who's the new
Expect
player?
rationing of
Take a
gasoline
picture of
by
his
the
name,
governments to begin almost immediately.
New player.
When you begin to see $150 to $200 a
picture.
barrel, the governments are going to
That
institute
helps the new
fuel
new
rationing.
players, man. That's what keeps the game alive.
It's a given.
Okay, we got
They're
enough
going
jute.
to deny to the public gasoline at any price. So we're going to see
What
here in
help
the United
economies,
States,
man.
where we live, on the East Coast. We're approaching $4 a gallon already. Now with this news, and as the effects of these attacks on the Gulf states hit the energy sector in the markets, it will just be a matter of days before we see $8 and $10 a gallon prices at the gasoline pumps on the East Coast of the United States. It's a given, okay? So I want to pull back again to a larger picture in terms of the impacts. I want to look at the military aspect of this, and then we're going to conclude. You no doubt have heard, with respect to Israel, the Samson option.
Yeah, do you got...
This is where Israel, when it feels that it is facing an existential threat from enemies surrounding Israel, which is the case right now, when they peak in their fear of annihilation, when they feel that they have no military capability to defend against their enemies,
the expert
in this case the primary enemy is in the form of Iran.
I should have sent it in like a...
when they feel that they are on the
I guess.
threshold of destruction,
But I can't really
which would be from the Iranian side, these would be hypersonic missiles loaded with large quantities
Maybe
of
try to find an
high
area
explosives.
that's like super quiet, like a
Iran
closet
does
or
not
shit,
need
maybe?
nuclear tipped
Or-
missiles.
You know, it sucks.
They don't have to go
I hate-
nuclear.
I hate having to.
They
try to
have
find
enough high
places to
explosive
record. It's like,
Missiles, hypersonic
you
and
know,
subsonic,
sometimes I don't want
that
people
they can
to hear
virtually
me, or
wipe out
I just
everything
like
that makes up
disrupt
Israel
people.
at this
I gotta
point.
get. I literally can make my attic a recording area if
The Samson option
I can
is
get,
Israel
some-
striking
what you call it,
at one or
like
more of
that,
its
phone
perceived
you put
enemies
soundproof
with
phone
nuclear
shit.
weapons.
That'd be fucking sick.
Some analysis indicates that as many as 12
I just
individual
need a new mic,
nuclear
man. New mic and
tipped
interface.
missiles.
Possibly if the interface,
And you need to appreciate that modern day
maybe
nuclear
there's
weapons
a cord
typically
that plugs
have a nose
a
cone
USB
that contains
condenser
10 or
into
12
the interface, and I
individual
might
small
not even need a new mic,
nuclear
you know what I'm saying?
devices sitting on one missile.
completely fucking gone right
12 of these types of missiles
now. But yeah, like it just has different.
hitting
options
12
on my-
independent military targets
Um,
in Iran.
but I believe the two different.
From the information that I'm receiving, may be the first
Were
volley by Israel. Now they may strike outside of Iran. They may strike Beirut, Lebanon. They may
Back up
strike
and speak
Damascus,
rapping,
Syria.
snapping. Every time I get up on the
They may
microphone like a crack.
strike
Rising up out of the
Baghdad
ocean,
in Iraq,
Japan,
and may even try to reach out to Pakistan, which has offered over the last few years, openly offered to Iran, that within 24 hours of a request from Iran, Pakistan would supply Iran with nuclear weapons, including the missiles and the launch platforms to launch and deliver those nukes against Israel.
talk to
We are rapidly
Excelsior.
approaching that point where,
how
in
much
my
money I got?
estimation,
40K?
Israel
Here we go. I need at least fucking
considers
million to send
itself
to
to
this
be on the
account
brink
to-
of extinction.
max out all the bags.
Going back to Iran again,
Probably not
they
that
have made
much,
it
but-
very well known that should Israel
Fucking expensive.
even prepare for the launch of nuclear-tipped missiles, whether
I
it's
shoulda had all this
land-based
shit. I
or
didn't
from
know.
submarines,
I
any
should have researched
indication
what was going
of
on.
preparation
Let's meet Anthony. What,
for the
what
launch
fuck
of
happened
such
to bro's
work.
eyeball? It's the real, bro. I should have researched like what was. I didn't know you would get Jubilee boxes from crafting grits, or I would have had all these characters already. I just stole. The fuck is this? Oh yeah, join Fighters Guild. That's not even crafting. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. That's it. What the fuck, bro? Just kill me. How about kill me? Kill me, Sean. Kill me. So I can just get to a waste run. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Man, these beats are so hard, bro. Yeah, download the beat to just let me know if you got the beat. Put it on your phone or something and listen to it. It's probably one of my favorites he's made.
The audio keeps fucking like dropping for some reason. But yeah, I have no closets in this fucking room. It's a big room, but like the walls are so thin that I always get complaints.
If the audio keeps dropping, it might be like your laptop needs optimized and there's shit running in the background. We can do that. Like when you're not fucked up, like install TeamViewer and I'll just like optimize your PC for recording. I don't know if we already did. No, I don't think we did that. We just fixed your hard drive through talking, I guess. But we can do like a TeamViewer thing. I just join and take control of your computer and just go through settings. And mostly it's just putting your computer like in power settings, set it to high performance, and then I'll run a debloater script if it's Windows 11 or Windows 10 to like disable Cortana, like disable all kinds of bullshit, run Malwarebytes and check for viruses. And probably the whole process will take me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes max.
Oh, I got in the email like.
Also, if the audio is dropping, check the connections.
It's more so I need to hear your verse before I actually hear the beat. Like, I don't know. But yeah, definitely in the works of it.
Alright, word. I'll try to record tonight and show you.
I don't know, I got in the email like it's more so I need to hear your verse before I actually hear. You know what I'm saying? Like the audio on my phone for the Facebook keeps dropping. Like sometimes I'll send a message like right now. Like I don't know if it's gonna send or not. It's like a fucking.
Oh shit! You had me in a complete loop of thinking of what's wrong with your computer and shit.
It's like a 50% pin.
Here, let me send a beat through like Facebook or something. You probably already heard it. It's like super mystical. And then it has a switch up, which I can make more of.
Nah, my computer's fine. For now. It's been pretty good. But, yeah, it's fucking Facebook app.
Bleep, 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 bleep. What's my Facebook, bro? I don't even know my Facebook. What the fuck is going on? Bro, I fucking hate like how none of my shit stays logged in, like Facebook on PC. Like it never stays logged in, bro. I don't get it. And I can't see my damn keyboard because the light's too fucking How do I do this? Increase the light. You son of a bitch. Oh, I got the Razer keyboard app with macros and shit.
No, my computer's fine.
Come on, man. Gay book. I got banned from Amazon again for some reason. What the fuck? Why I keep getting banned from Amazon? I need a sound interface for my microphone or a Ryzen 7. Altoona, whatever, meetup location, Africa. I set my meetup location to Africa. You can chill with Elon Musk. What is... Man, I love this Grok AI. Quick sale. Quick sale. Altoona yard sale. Farming equipment. What the fuck? Alright, bro. What is my fucking password? Oh. Oh. Listen, how do I add you? Damn, she just messaged me and I missed it, bro. God damn. How do I check my fucking... Bro. Come on now. How do I see, who... I'm a Leo, dude. And she's a Leo, too. Wow. Saturday. That was fucking yesterday. This is weird. How do I just fucking send a voice message, dude? God, she is gorgeous. What should I say, bro? I'm trying... Bro. Get on my damn PC so I can spit game. Come on, man. Get... Log in. Bro, I'm trying to spit game. Log in. Come on, bro. Please. trying to log in on fucking Facebook, but it's being lame. Man, she's from Jersey. Fuck. Bro, log in, man. Wait, crybaby, beggar. Shit. Get code via email. Oh, you fucker. New password. There we go. Don't log out. Diversify.
Yeah, I'm lucky. My old Facebook, they logged in on my laptop. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck that password is. Like, I was fucked up. There was a point where I had to, like, change my password like 4 times in like 2 weeks. Fuck.
We are in. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, hope y'all had a good Easter. God bless. I'm fucking. So, in 2 days, I go, and I gotta ask them. I don't know if they're gonna do it. They keep, like, beating around the bush. It's like, they don't know what the disease is, but they, like, there's definitive inflammation that they can treat. Like, why haven't they fucking treated me yet, you know? So I called that line, and instantly, like, 2 of my doctors called me, and I just need that. I read that, like, none of it's gonna be permanent. I'll be able to see again, sleep again, and be back to normal. But yeah, they can treat me while they fucking wait to figure out what the actual cause is. My gram had a fucking heart attack, and she's doing good now. She's on like 10 different meds. She was smoking weed one day and her heart hurt, and it was like a RCA, like a right coronary artery. It was like fully blocked, but they went up with the stent and got it, so she's doing alright. And pretty much everything's the same with me, just trying to figure stuff out. But I'm optimistic, you know. But God bless you and the family. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, I'll probably be able to work again once I get that disease sorted out and my back issues. Get them cysts drained on my back and see what they can do about like the slip disc. Whatever's wrong with the disc. I think they're degenerated or something. There's like a slip disc, there's a cysts, and like a degenerated disc. Whatever. How do I see if someone added me or not? Like, yes, sir. We got you. Let me contact my Mossad agent, and we'll send that directly to you, sir. Sold that Seahawk, yo. Fucking hey, bud. You know, what is drunk? I swear, Ray was like my fucking grandpa, bro. Like, he would be completely blasted and somehow be able to drive. It was like he drove better drunk than he did sober. I remember, like, we got pulled over. I had an open can, he had an open can, and he was driving perfectly fine, but you know, there was a dickhead that was trying to meet his quota, like lurking behind a store, and his tags were bad, and we got pulled over, and I guess he rolled his window all the way down, and they smelled it. I had 2 cans like hidden between my feet. They were 2 fucking OE tall boys, and I guess the officer smelled it, and I'm like, oh god. He got out, like, completely aced the fucking sobriety test, like where you walk and shit, aced it, but he blew like fucking like 1.2 or something. Like, he was fucking wasted, but he was completely normal, like. But yeah, it was a bad situation. Like, you shouldn't drunk drive, period.
I've seen the line out here, and I see the box in your hand. What's got everyone so excited?
Hey, Xbox 50, that new Bird Game 3 with the full explorable bird world. Everybody had to pop out to get this. The store already sold out.
Hey, this Bird Game 3 finally out. You know I pre-ordered that shit. I'm gonna see this dude for a whole month. This thing is gonna be on 24/7.
Yo, you know that's AI? Oh yeah, it's Sora, yeah. That's fucking insane, bro, how like complex that's getting. They shut down Sora. Bird game. This is a bird game. What the fuck? Deconstruct item. Deconstruct clothing item. Can I do that like right here? I have a few questions. Why are you gay? Why are you gay, my friend? I'm gonna work on get my fucking like with the Discord and shit and schedules. Try. I suck at trials, so I guess someone to teach us trials and shit. I got the whole Anthony patch fucking backlog. I got his whole archive, man. Not his newer shit. His newest shit is paywall, which is kind of stupid, but it's $10 a month for really pertinent information to relating the Bible to modern day times. Prayers against. Oh shit. This shit gets deep, bro. We have authority. Gentiles. Secrets of the Seabed. That sounds interesting. Kabbalah, death, Hitler, scientists confirm Kabbalah. Quantum mechanics and Kabbalah. So what's that? Okay. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. The reversal of everything. Jews, son. Oh fuck, a Mossad agent just gave me heart pain.
And welcome, my friends. I hope everybody can see and hear all right. Sorry, Mr. Wilson, I cut off the epic music maybe a little too soon for you.
I'm not getting like
Let me know if you can see and hear okay
notifications
in the chat room, and we'll get started. I know we're getting started a little bit early this evening.
Always on top. Come on, man.
Okay, excellent.
Always on
Thank you,
top.
everybody.
There we go.
Appreciate that. Let me show Python here real quick, Mr. Wilson. Kind of goof
Wilson.
around here a little bit as we're getting started.
There we go.
There's Python.
There it is.
That is the, let's call it the most popular software programming language in the world today.
Learn recipe
Being
for
taught even
roast
at the
pig.
elementary level. Obviously, you can see the yin yang,
Go up in
the
here.
as above, so below,
That's interesting.
and of course the snakes. And you can see the hexagon. There's a lot in this. A lot in
Let me
this.
change the
So, that's for Mr. Wilson. How's
Mr.
that?
Wilson.